This video was created and brought to you by ManageMax. We manage condominiums, HOAs, manufactured housing and apartment communities throughout Southeast Michigan. We're a growing company, and maybe we'll get to your area soon if we're not there yet. We create these videos to share industry insights with current and prospective clients. There will be an opportunity to connect with us at the end, so stick around to the end of the video. Now let's dive in. Your association just paid another insurance premium. You feel protected, but here's what keeps experienced property managers up at night. The most devastating financial hits to community associations aren't covered by insurance at all, and most boards don't find out until it's too late. Here's something that surprises a lot of board members. Insurance is designed to cover sudden, unexpected events. For instance, a tree falls on a roof, a pipe bursts, a fire breaks out. But the most expensive problems in HOAs and condominiums and manufactured housing communities, they happen slowly, over months and even years. That roof that's been quietly deteriorating, not covered. The foundation issue that developed gradually from poor drainage, also not covered. The dry rot that spread behind walls where nobody could see it, you guessed it, not covered. Insurance protects against accidents. It doesn't protect against the slow, predictable consequences of deferred maintenance or inadequate reserve planning. And that distinction has bankrupted more than a few associations. Now, some boards think they can close this gap with good judgment. Just stay on top of things, right? But here's where it gets complicated. What looks like staying on top of things to an untrained eye often misses critical warning signs. There are specific inspection protocols, documentation requirements, and maintenance schedules that insurance companies actually expect you to follow. Fall short, and you might find claims denied that you assumed would be covered. And here's what really keeps boards vulnerable. The line between what's covered and what isn't depends on factors most people have never considered. Was the damage sudden or gradual? Was there evidence of a pre-existing condition? Did the association take reasonable preventive measures? These questions have very specific answers in insurance language, answers that often differ from common sense assumptions. So what happens when a major expense falls into that coverage gap? The money has to come from somewhere. Assessments, special assessments, additional assessments, whatever the language is in your jurisdiction. Depleted reserves, deferred projects that cascade into bigger problems. I've seen associations face six-figure repair bills they assumed insurance would handle, only to discover the damage developed too slowly to qualify for coverage. The board members in those situations weren't negligent, they just didn't know what they didn't know. They were operating on assumptions about insurance that seemed reasonable but didn't match reality. And the real challenge? Identifying these exposure points before they become crisis requires understanding both the technical aspects of property maintenance and the specific language of insurance policies. That's a specialized combination that takes years to develop. Here's the bottom line. Insurance is essential, but it's only one piece of a comprehensive risk management strategy. The gaps in coverage, the gradual deterioration, the maintenance-related exclusions, the documentation requirements, these create financial exposure that most boards don't even realize they have. If you're wondering where your association might be vulnerable or whether your current approach adequately protects your community's financial health, that's exactly the kind of assessment help we help boards navigate every day. Because the time to discover a coverage gap isn't when you're filing a claim. If you found this perspective valuable, we invite you to connect with us. Facebook viewers, like our page and follow us for regular updates. Feel free to message us directly with your questions or community challenges. Instagram viewers, hit follow and feel free to DM us with your questions or community challenges. YouTube viewers, subscribe to our channel and check out the video description for helpful links. Visit our website to discover our thought leadership content, books, and resources that can transform your community management approach. Whether you're dealing with the challenges we discussed today or other community issues, we're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.